Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Christo, and this is our Black Ice, if necessary for years, if necessary alone campaign, where we aim not to be alone. It's an interesting title, but we aim not to be alone. We aim to do the Imperial Commonwealth. And, oh my god, I can't even see. I've just realized the glare on the top left of my screen is such that I can't actually read these numbers. Hang on, let me... Okay, I'll have to tilt my screen a bit. Alright, there we go. Where the heck were we? We were designing a whole bunch of new ships, I believe, in the last episode. We've got our new DDs, Gordon class, long range convoy protection against, whatchamacallit, mostly against ships. It's got the deckside torpedoes. We went with 4. Is that 4 times 2 or just 4 that we actually have here? It's just 4. And these are deckside, are they? No, they're center line. Right. I mean, we could go with 5. I mean, does slow it down slightly. What's the extra cost? It's not very much. The fuel increases is there. I think the problem is not going to be our destroyer's ability to deal with surface fleets, though. Anyway, we'll let time go a bit. I know we spent a lot of time doing ship designing last time, so we won't do too much of that today. How's our intel going? Oh yeah, what was happening with our spies? What is this noise? Someone in the comments, tell me what the heck that noise is. Anyway, we're infiltrating their navy, and we're going to launch our rescue captured operative. Unfortunately, that does use all of our available operatives. So really, ideally, we need one more so that we can actually have a continued intel network over them, even when we're running two things. But we'll see once this naval department comes through. In terms of construction, obviously, at some point we need to be able to move to, saying or not, right? Rearmament, actually building some military factories. Do some of these, like, does the 1938 rearmament program switch us to some kind of mobilized economy? It looks like no. Do we really not get that until like home defense or something? What can we get down here? Begin press censorship. Oh, I can do this without having to spend the points on it. That's interesting. Yeah, we should probably do these for the weekly stability. Oh, I do need to check if weekly stability can go above 100. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna go check now. I'll be right back. The internet thinks that it can only go to 100, but they didn't cite any, code, so I'm not totally convinced. But I think what we actually have, right? So our base stability is, let's say, X, and then we're adding to X 10% from George, 3 from Sir Samuel, 2 for Neville Chamberlain, 5 for Conservative, 2 for Consumer Electronics, and 2 for the Public Order Act, and 2.4 for ruling party popularity, right? So it might well be that gaining that stability actually still does make a difference, which is still good. And obviously we're loving the political power gain, the consumer goods down, all that good stuff. Anyway, naval department, good. So I think I am going to press on. Underground contacts is just strength gain, speed. What I'd really like, I mean, maybe I want just naval intelligence yet again, so I can get more intel on the German Navy. Interrogation techniques. Having better capture chance for enemy operatives could be useful, because the Germans will send people at us. The local recruitment agent decisions are actually just like really annoying, so I'm probably not going to invent this, even though it is kind of useful. More decryption. Nah, we'll have them decrypted in good time, I think. We could get some machine-assisted encryption. That could be fun. Get some... Oh god, what's it called? Enigma machines going. Pretty sure that's a picture of an Enigma machine. Probably not going to steal many blueprints. Targeted sabotage we might do. Stealing... yeah. Oh, okay. Intelligence gained from operatives and infiltrated assets. That seems good. That seems good. I would like the generic intelligence gain. But I will do the naval department first. Okay. The other thing is, I mean, I haven't deployed any new men since, you know, the start of the game in a year ago. We need to try and figure out when we're going to mobilize the economy and when that's going to be even possible. I think we established, yeah, 15% world tension is when we can actually do early mobilization. And in here, home defense requires it to be June. Port defenses doesn't really do much for us. This requires June of next year. And then is it Military Training Act that mobilizes? No, has completed focus army mobilization. So where is... Oh, here it is. Early mobilization. Okay, you need 10% and someone's at war. Okay, so Japan going to war with China will achieve this one. So we should really... The next thing we should do, I think, is steady as she goes, home defense, press censorship. So we're ready to do this as soon as we can. And then once we go to early mobilization, we pivot from building civilian factories to military. And maybe that's a bit early. But hey, we'll find out. And then later we can get... There's some mobilizing stuff in here, isn't there? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I can't believe there's no... Tell me if this is something I've got set up wrong. That sound effect, is the only notification that a operation has been completed. That blows my mind. Like, it should obviously pop something up and tell you, like, you know, operation completed or something like that. Tell you what happened. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there is a way to make that happen. But all right, we did it. We get 10 naval experience. Okay, we should definitely infiltrate their army then. I really need some freaking army experience. That's what we're going to do next with our political power, remember. We're going to get a head of the army. Okay, so we get naval infiltrated all the way up to 70%. Pretty good. So then okay, but we can't get details on the actual ships that they have. But here's what they've got. A bunch of coastal submarines, not very many actual submarines. Okay. But look at that, 70% infiltration. I'm really looking forward to using the new espionage systems. I mean, they're not new. They're like years old, but I haven't played many games where I really paid attention to them. That's very cool. Okay, so... Yeah, I think we infiltrate their army, but to do that, we're going to have to set up our network again. Oh no, actually, we have plenty of spy network on them already. So why can't I do this? Oh, there's no operative currently working, so there we go. Civilian administration. Does this give you political power then? Maybe it does. Let's infiltrate their army, just because I want to have the full infiltrations, obviously, on the various things. So then, stealing naval blueprints. Remind me, what does this do? We might be in a position to acquire some of that tech for reverse engineering. I think it gives you ahead of time, like, research bonuses on specific techs, but there's so many techs that I feel like that's not hugely relevant. Let's infiltrate the army. We've got a good outlook on this one. We'll send our 2 German guys, double agents both. Oh, they're learning linguists as well. Nice. I don't think they need linguists though. If they're German, seems like something that they don't necessarily need. Contact an ideological supporter in Germany. All right. Good luck, lads. We'll send them in. Any decisions I want to be doing? War propaganda? I do want the war support. But I also really want the... We definitely don't need to do this. Stability is golden. I also really want to get the new general guy. You know who I mean. The head of the army. It's not the supreme commander, is it? It's these 3 that with the theorists we need. The high command ones we only need once the war actually starts, but the theorists we need as a matter of some urgency. I should maybe go and look at the code for how the Imperial Conference works, by the way. Like, do I want to fire this really soon? Or what, is it not urgent? I remember looking through the code last time we played this. Last time we went Imperial Conference, I mean. But I don't really remember what conclusion we reached. The Humber Scout Car. You know what? Have I got my... Hey, I didn't even close Excel since last time I played, like days ago. The Humber Scout Car. Awesome. Can I... Is there no way to see a tech from this screen? That's silly. There should obviously be a button saying like, show me the tech, you know. So the scout car is a light vehicle, I believe. Which again, never mind. Not too much complaining. Scout car is a light vehicle, okay, which now costs 2.2, not 2.1, and we will swap that out for the new light vehicles. This is a slot for artillery, tanks, and tank tech. Okay, I think we were going to get the next armored car as well, because we do probably want armored car recon. Although actually these are available to us. A Commander Capola, which is like, is it that whole thing or is it just a little thing on top? I don't know. Lots of localization is not done on these yet, which is, you know, fair enough to them. A standard gearbox. It costs 1, gives you industrial extra cost. What does it do though? It seems useless. Or Christie suspension, which gives us, oh hang on, this probably replaces a bad gearbox. Let's take a look. Like one that actually causes problems. I was right. Nice. So it replaces this that gives you the soft attack and all that stuff down. Well, we're not going to build tank. I think we decided we weren't going to build a tank until we got this. Or this. I don't know. Just because we do not have the industrial capacity to be banging out tanks right now. We really, really urgently don't. Can we get some... When did we get, like, powered turrets? Yeah, here. Are they significantly better? They are just kind of relatively linearly better. We should invent the cruiser, though. Unless there's some 37 actual gear that we should be inventing. Yeah, like maybe heavy AA. I don't know though. Maybe I do start building some cruisers, just to get started, you know. But we'll see. Yeah, no preliminary war propaganda, so I'll untick that one. The Civil War's still going on, but the Republic is predictably losing as per usual. We can't send them help or anything. I don't know if this war ending... Sometimes in vanilla, I think it lowers world tension, but I don't know if that's the case in, you know, all black ice. So, the Southampton class, they're outdated, but they're being replaced. Okay. Right, because we also did the 20 class, so named for its massive 20 cruisers, and our cruiser mine layer. We should also, I suppose, have a cruiser mine sweeper. So let's just quickly do a variant of that. Why isn't it? Oh, right, yes, I forgot. Excuse me. We didn't have enough points to actually put the mine laying rails on this, did we? So I think actually to save myself building... What am I doing? To save myself building a bunch of extra things, I'm actually going to make this guy both a mine layer and a mine sweeper. We will put some just light AA guns on it. I think this is probably good. Well, I don't know. They're not going to be able to mine lay, are they? Because I'll find and destroy them if they try and mine lay. So let's just stay with. Yeah, I mean we can just build fewer, right, to accomplish this. Fewer of them. And then this is for torpedo attack, which we don't really care about. It's got some AA. I mean, I could... Nah, that's fine. We've got some high-angle main batteries, no secondary batteries. Yeah, small engine, not very long range. Seems good. The layer MK1 has been reimagined. Okay, now the heavy cruiser, the Belfast. Did we finish designing you? Right, so yes, I remember. The Belfast, the idea here, it looks kind of comical, but the idea here is just do not get killed by a German dive bomber and then absolutely smack them about with your massive main battery. Fantastic. That sounds good. Now, what we don't have, and this is a 4,000 range. Yeah, so what we don't have is a ship. What's the easy way to see ranges? Like, I guess, what's your range? Valiant? 3,000? 4,600. So we'll use HMS Suffolk here. New task force. Where could I... sorry, not new task force. New fleet is what I mean to say. You guys, do not switch. Keep training. You were the one I meant to put into the new task force. What's going on here? Who did I get? Ah, I just took them out of that guy. Okay. You guys, go back up here. I really wish I could click drag these around. I thought they changed it so you could. Or no, it's here you can click drag them around. No? It's just that you can click drag these around? No? What? But you can do that with armies though, right? Like if there's 2 armies, you can... Yeah, you can drag them around, but you can't do it with navies. Huh. Funky. Anyway, let me just do this. So, you lot. With your 2,000 range, you can get to the Mid-Atlantic Gap. And we can base some out of the Caribbean somewhere to cover over here if we need to. That's fine. Like, this is... Maximum mission... Oh, right, yeah, you can only be active in a certain number. I remember. Oh, so maybe I can... Okay, so we can reach miles away. We can reach miles away. That's fine. Okay, 4,000 is plenty range. We'll stick with that. You can merge back in. Okay. The other thing we should consider is... I forget, what does depth do? Shallow makes you more visible as a submarine. Deep water means you have much lower chance to hit mines. And escorts lose a bit of their oomph, as do torpedo boats. Torpedo boats should lose way more than 5% in, like, deep water, like, far out to sea. Torpedo boats are... They're short-range little blighties. Yeah, deep oceans. Okay, but what's the North Sea, by the way? Shallow sea, okay. And then the British coast is presumably way higher chance to hit a mine, higher fuel consumption, worse positioning, worse movement for everybody. Coastal submarines, however, can hide more easily. Interesting, interesting. Alright, who's hanging about in the wings here? Just some new DDs, new stuff. For now, obviously, we're not organising the Navy into the actual battle groups yet, because I don't think we need to. So we'll merge them in. Okay. So I'll let ourselves get probably 30 or so, and then we need a spotting light cruiser. I think is a good idea. Commonwealth knowledge, nice. I mean, yeah, I think I need to do some testing and stuff, which I'll do after this episode. I think to see how the conference works. We definitely don't want to do it just yet though, because we need. I mean, I should also probably do the limited rearmament and stuff. And that's the other thing. When we're coming down here, I was thinking about doing prioritize Royal Navy, but do I want to do that? Do I want to build naval shipyards? Because we have quite a lot, is the thing, starting as Britain. We've got 34. You know, Germany... Why'd I lose my stuff? Oh, it's a temporary 10% from infiltrating the Navy, okay. How many dockyards you got? 15 to 25? I mean, obviously less, but... Problem is, you throw Italy in, and you start having some problems. We probably need to actually... maybe try and infiltrate Italy's Navy as well, really. I mean, having not done these just feels bad, right? There's a lot of shipyards to be had down here. And you can do all the ones under here. It's just the big bonus you get here. And I mean, we're not going to do many conversions because I just feel like that never seems to be a good idea. But yeah, a bunch of experienced commanders. Some bonuses. There's so much stuff that I want in this tree, which I love because it's... Oh, this only takes 10 days, 5% more support. Yeah, let's just real quick bang that out. But I really like that I'm having to make serious choices here. Like it doesn't feel remotely easy deciding where to go next. But yeah, then we're going to do steady as she goes. The thing is, I don't want the weekly stability yet. I want it later. Also, show my base stability when I hover over here. That would be a good change. The infiltrate army is almost done. Off they go. That rescue operative should be done relatively soon. Wishing them luck. So, new slots which can be used for... Is this everything? Or what's missing? No, not doctrines. Okay. Interesting. Everything but doctrines. So, probably going to be industry. because so much in here is really important. Production efficiency cap up. These are the same, except one gives factory repair speed as well. No, this one gives us an extra 2% production efficiency cap. Is that what's most urgent? We're not short on resources. I don't think I need these really urgently as compared to some other things. Yep. Seems good. Give me that. Okay. We need to be trying to, you know, really heavily industrialize. Did I weaken the Soviet Union, by the way? I think I did. I think we chose to weaken the Soviets in the end. Is there a way I can check that? Is it in, like, game options or something? Don't think so. Okay, how much do we need for a officer corps? 150? Yeah. Okay. Speed 5. Seems good. And yeah, I'm mostly trying to get the war support up because I need the command power for various decisions. Let's reinforce the no longer on the effects from winter heating. Good. Free dockyards. Okay, that is... well, it's not a problem per se, but... is the Belfast class definitely done? Because I need to be sure before I start laying these bad boys down and you know, getting them going. Is this the right battery? 12. There's only one option. Okay, probably the right option then. This is a nasty cruiser. So what makes it heavy cruiser versus light cruiser is just the size of gun, I think. Yeah. Now the only question is, do we want to put thicker armor on it? So these guys have an armor of 11, and in general, I don't remember the exact maths behind it, but in general, you want your armor to be higher than their piercing, right? Pretty obvious stuff. For example, these guys' heavy piercing is 15, which seems troubling, right? Because that probably means the German piercing is high as well. But until we get to 80, I'm not actually going to be able to see their piercing. Which is a problem. Oh, I can see what they have researched. Oh, that might break the game. No, it did work. Okay. So here's all the stuff they've got researched that I have access to being able to see. Interesting. So, for example, if they were using their advanced, smaller batteries, they'd have heavy piercing of 26. Right. If we wanted to defeat... it really struggles when you open and close that screen. If you wanted to defeat 26 heavy piercing, we'd have to go buck wild, I think, right? Yeah, we can't do it, even if we put massive armor on. They have made it less binary, I think, on armor, like defeat or not defeat. But I think 11 armor. It's beating light piercing, even with, like, you know, really big guns. Doing some serious light piercing, or at least it's defeating our average light piercing. I think this is ready. I think this is good. This is our heavy cruiser. They are a capital ship class. They require tungsten and steel. And yeah, okay. Sit them down, get them going. It's going to take some time. It won't actually take as long as it looks like it's going to take there, but I think we need... let's divert some things over just so we can see how long it takes. So it's going to take a year and a half to set one of these bad boys down. I think I want 3 by the time the war starts. But these do not get put on infinite. These are big decisions because they are expensive. They're gonna take some time. Okay, we should probably rename the 2036 anti-sub warfare, right? Because that's not exactly the naming convention we're going for right now. This is a what are these things called? They're called catapults, right? Rack and thrower. Okay, these are thrower class. This is thrower class MK1. No, sorry, MK1. Actually, not KM1. There we go. Rename them. Okay, cool. So next technical focus. I mean, I know I need to do home defense. I know I do. Because I need to be ready for this. When does the Sino-Japanese War heat up? I don't know. It's historically speaking, it's like June, I think. But I guess we will find out. The carrier bombers still in production. Do I want to go with 2? Oh yeah, because we're going to use them as non-carrier bombers as well, right? Yeah, because their range isn't terrible. Yeah, 950 kilometer range. I should probably decommission some of these, but oh no, what was that? Oh good, right, it shows up here. Estonian Kalev class submarines completed. The 2 subs were ordered in 1934. Good deal. Create a variant of submarine improved. Ah, that's right, I need to actually make new submarines. The Lemberg system was saving the most imposing vessels in the Estonian Navy. Cool. Do we actually get the ships? Doesn't look like it. Just merge them all in for now. Keep them training. Let's have a look at this design, because we did mean to redesign some subs, and we'll have to decide whether we want to use cruiser subs, or coastal subs. Yeah. Anyway, the Kalev class. It is a mine-laying submarine with 4 torpedo tubes, some sonar, damage control. Looks kind of rubbish, as far as I can tell. Compared to, I mean, it's much, much cheaper than this one. So what's the difference? We've got more mine laying going on. It's got longer range. It's got a massively larger engine for not much faster movement, honestly. Interesting. Yeah, so what is the difference? Ah, yes. Okay, so there's a dot. A green circle at least shows up here to tell you it's done. And yeah, we should modify the score. We got her out. Success. Excellent. Didn't want to lose her. Good old Battenberg here was a key component of our German strategy. Keep him infiltrating. New decision. Military parade in London. Right, yes, so I probably do want to do this. Well, would I want to do this? Or do I want to save up and do army war games? We got a lot of political power we still need. Let's do a military parade. And while we're at it, let's appoint a theorist. So we want a military theorist. I'm pretty sure. Land equipment experience cost minus 5%. That's interesting. He costs us... Oh no, we're not appointing a fascist. Military leader costs minus 10. But that's recruiting new generals, I think, not appointing people here. Rocket scientist, air warfare, street detection. So I think we just go... We're not doing much doctrine research, which is probably an indictment of my planning. Well, sorry, I actually use one of the slots that's capable of doing it. But which, I mean, oh my god, there's so many. What are we going to do in here? They're mutually exclusive along the top. Is it? But you can do, anyone can do asymmetrical. No, it's mutually exclusive, okay. So which one are we going to do? I mean, superior firepower does seem logical. So does methodical battle. I don't think we have the... We're not going to do huge tank stuff. And then you get... So you get like a choice on the attack at the top, and then a choice on the defense, basically, on the bottom. I think is how this works. But then anyone can do these operational support ones. Regimental doctrines. Leader skill bonuses plus 10%. That seems powerful. Whoa. Experience gain when training and in combat. These seem really powerful. There's so much tech. Sorry about the siren. I think we just pick one. My lord. I think we just pick one. So planning speed, org. Planning speed, max planning, recovery rate, leg infantry, soul concentration. Okay, or soft attack, Support companies getting backed up. Support companies getting backed up. Soft attack. But these are like, they're not big numbers, right, for the soft attack bonuses. Reconnaissance, then recovery rate. And these are time locked. I think I'd rather go methodical battle, just because that kind of sounds like me. And then on the bottom end, we've already got one for defense in depth, so we're going to do that. Is the simple version of that. But to research any more, we have to get a couple more of the World War I doctrine techs. Okay, so we're going to try and go defense in depth and methodical battle. Who does that leave us with? Either just the generic one, also regimental doctrine could also be good. Operational support could also be good. Command doctrine. What the heck is command doctrine? Is that... Are these all command doctrine? Or is that something in the World War I tree? I don't think so. We need to do these. Command doctrine. Not sure. Because operational support I saw... Oh, here it is. Okay, you get... Oh, these are really important too. Leader experience gain. Daily command power. Replacing... increasing the number of general max army group size. More initiative. Organization for headquartered attachments. That's really... Yeah, command is really important, actually. Let's get that guy. Because he also gives military leader cost down, so... Sure, Frederick Browning, welcome. Give me that daily XP. We can finally start adjusting some of our templates. And there's steady as she goes. Keep her true. Oh, we can't even do home defense yet. Because it's not June yet. Okay, cool. Well, that makes my decision slightly easier. Peace has not yet failed. So... Let's decide right now. Do I want to do any of this? Fortifying Malta. We might want to secure Morocco. Coercing Spain doesn't seem needed. The Portuguese Republic joined the Allies. It would be useful for some naval basing. Some conquer war goals against Iran, Iraq. We're just not mobilized enough to take advantage of these. These seem like not very many buildings. I know there are a lot. It always feels like just... This doesn't scale. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just get more civs. I don't think we need to sanction Italy. And we obviously do not need to declare war on people. They'll declare war on us. So, likewise, I don't need to coerce Greece. Italy's going to declare war on them, probably. So it's probably time to do some limited rearmament. I know I want to do the rest of these. I do. I really do. Well, we should probably do Indian autonomy, actually. Let's do Indian autonomy real quick. Just start getting them towards independence, because they have to be autonomous to accept Imperial Federation. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do that first. Doesn't mean we have to do the Imperial Federation right after it, but... Yeah. Right, we've got some air experience. So let's think about... Are we inventing the next plane already? No? Sorry, use the right slot. No, we're on fighter baiting. Okay, but then after fighter baiting, we're inventing the Hurricane. Okay, and then we won't worry about doing variants for the earlier ones. We'll worry about doing a variant for the Hurricane and the Anson. Swordfish is, as Adaway popped in the other day to say, goated. But I think we probably won't use them as much as the Ansons. The longer range will be advantageous, and the cost increase is not remotely proportional to true numbers. That's not a complaint. Okay, what else can I do against Germany right now? Infiltrating their civilian administration does seem beneficial. Will give us some more intel on the more precise numbers of factories and things. Actually, let's get inside their air force. I want to know the size of their air force. And these guys are... Who's good? You're... Wow, they're just good at not being detected, actually. These really are our mission runners. Maybe I should leave them like that. I need more intel on their darn navy. I don't know how I'm going to get it to 70%. Sorry, to 80%. That seems like a very tall order. Cracking their cipher will help. We could try and grab their cipher, but I think we go into the civil administration. We risk it. Send these two out. Rock and roll. It's got to be done. Oh, I have a German asset. Oh, this is what it means by foreign assets. Okay, we've infiltrated the German Navy. I see, I see. And yeah, stealing the naval blueprints costs you the infiltrated Navy asset, which is one of the reasons why I basically don't tend to do that. Autonomy is a 50-day focus. It's unfortunate. What are we actually losing by making them more autonomous? There's not much, I don't think. Because they're a colony right now, which means... yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We get some more trade from them. We can build in their territory, but we don't... I mean, we're not trading with them, so it doesn't really matter. Ireland, are you ticking towards free? Yes, the Irish constitution and country are both making them tick towards independence. So they'll probably get independent. That's fine. There's concentrated industry 2. That's going to help. That's going to help with our production woes. And that was a industry or electronics 1. Any more electronics for 37 that we really need? Ooh, signals intelligence. More intel. That is useful, but I really need... I'm not convinced I'm going to do rockets or jets, basically. I'm not convinced I'm going to do any of that. Or nukes. We might do nukes. But there's so much to research. I think we'll focus on the tried and true. Yeah, 2% more intel is pretty good. The counterintelligence is okay. But I think we really need tool maintenance first. There's military production, which will lower our stability a bit. Was that green arrow there before? Is that green arrow now telling me, you know, we're below 100% base? I'm unsure. Anyway, give me... I do want the monthly population. I want a lot of things. I want a lot of things. Being able to get some artillery factories, I think, could be useful. I'm also always tempted to just go mad ahead of time on this. Because, like, yeah, you're a year and a bit ahead of time, but it's 20% factory output. It's insane. I think I'm going to do medical research. And then with the air thing, we had decided we're going to get the multi-role. And now the other question is, do I want multi-roles? Or do I want to go straight to Spitfires and not bother inventing multi-roles? Just power down the doctrines instead. Oh no, we're ahead of time on the doctrines. Okay, so that kind of answers that question for me. And for the beginning of the war, we're basically not having CAS. Is the idea. We're just going to try and focus on what I think will be more relevant for global concerns, which is fighters. So get me the Hurricane. The Hawker Hurricane. We'll see what we can do there. Right, 38 naval experience. Probably enough for us to design our... what do you call it? Sub. Is there any tech that we urgently need before I design a sub, though? Let's take a look here. We don't have the 1937 detonators, but we do have the submarine torpedoes already. And they're not going to need guns. Not going to need any of this. That's just not adding actual items. It's just making stuff better. I kind of need to invent radar because we're gonna want naval radar for certain. Give us our big edge. Any naval techs I might want to build with the subs? Don't think so. And obviously doctrines are not relevant. Okay, cool. Looks like we are ready to design a sub. So first off, talk to me about our existing subs. We've got the cruisers, the subs, and the coastal subs. You have to imagine the coastal subs are more effective in coastal regions. Surprise, surprise. But secondly, what's the kind of fundamental difference between these different types of submarine? If we look at our interwars here, this is the submarine, the cruiser submarine, and then the small submarine. Okay, which I imagine means coastal. So, cruisers are the big ones, obviously. Submarine. Cost-wise, the cruiser is about 50% more expensive, 60% or so more expensive. Costs more steel. Has double the service manpower. Uses like 200% more fuel. It's got the same reliability. It's got the same surface detection. What is the difference between... Oh, sorry, surface detection is ability. Right. Not visibility. It's got the same surface visibility, but it's more visible on the surface, the cruiser. But it's harder to kill. It's more than twice as hard to kill. Now, the thing is, if your submarine is being attacked, you screwed up. Right? The submarine is not designed to be engaged with the enemy. So I think we build cheap, small submarines. They're just designed to be able to screw with German supply lines without costing me much fuel. And if the Germans send out destroyers to try and get all, funky with it and try and attack our submarines, we send out a battle fleet and put them in their place. That's my stance on that. So I think we build small little itty bitty submarines. Let's see if that seems to work in practice with some of the numbers that we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, if they get caught, they die. Sometimes that happens. So let's just try that out and then design a similar submarine. Oh, can they take like more modules as well? They can take more modules. Okay, that might be relevant. We'll see. The other thing about subs, surely there's a range difference. Surely I can't put like a huge... Like I can put a 2,000 horsepower engine on this thing. On a cruiser... Cruiser... I can put a big ass 12,000. Okay. Speed is relevant because you have to find the enemy convoys, and that does... I believe that the speed does play a role in that. I don't know, I still kind of feel like a small sub's the way to go. Let's design a small sub and see how it looks. Yeah, obviously good subdivision, good damage control. Give them good sonar because it does lower their sub visibility as well as raising torpedo attack. Anti-air, they do need a bit of anti-air. It costs very, very little, but just giving them a tiny bit of anti-air does seem good. Oh, we have invented early submarine stealth. Cool. Well, yeah, that's obviously useful. Not convinced they need a main battery. Yes, do we want to mine lay with subs? I think we've concluded already no. The reason to mine lay with subs is to be able to mine lay right next to the enemy coast, basically. Yeah, I got a problem though. Hang on. Engine. Can I click on this without closing this? Yes, okay. So in the open sea, like the North Sea, do small submarines, they only start to suffer when you get way out here, I think, right? Oh no, even in deep oceans. Is there like very deep oceans? No, coastal submarines are they're still living life out in the deep oceans. There's no intrinsic limitation on having to stay coastal. Okay. And yes, they are a submarine, but do we have is SS submarine? Coastal submarine, there we go, SSC. So if we throw on, and they don't need big torpedoes, right? Because they're just trying to hit convoys. So, I mean, do they need more than, like, honestly crappy early torpedoes? I mean, do the bigger ones slow down their speed more, right? Yeah. I mean, how much torpedo attack do you really need if you're just trying to blow up a convoy? It's not like you have to track ammo. It's not like having an extra torpedo. I mean, I don't think there's a concept of, like, reload speed, where if you have 6 torpedo tubes, you can have 6 ready to fire or anything like that. I don't think that's actually relevant. Let's put... we should at least put improved torpedoes on. I want to make the comparison, though. Early versus advanced. They're, like, twice as good. Wow. Okay. I mean, the other thing is they get more visible when you have bigger stuff. Yeah, we're gonna put some little bitty, just maybe 4. Wow, 4 versus 2. is a very small increase in torpedo attack. You get 0.4 more torpedo attack for doubling the number of torpedo tubes. Oh, because we're going from light to non-light. That's my bad. Okay. So 2 improved. Okay, there we go. That's a more palpable increase. I mean, if you kill the thing is, you also do want to rock up, kill the convoy, leave, right? You want to be able to do that before anyone else shows up to cause you problems and before the convoy can escape. So maybe we give them 6. It's not much more expensive. Give them 6 convoy tubes. Sorry, torpedo tubes. I mean, there is a second slot though, actually. So you know what we should experiment with? So 6 gives us 18 torpedo attack, or near enough. What if I put 3 improved, and 3 improved? It's better. It is better. We can get up to 25. Same strength, same reliability. More fuel usage, I think. I didn't check that. 0.05 versus 0.05. Yeah, okay. So we can get more. We can just get more attack by doing it in 2 sets of 2. Fine. Let's do that. And then it's just about engine. It's just about how do we want to go with the engine. Submarine engines, we don't have to actually choose between types. It's slow. That is probably a problem with the cruiser, with going with these coastal subs. But the thing is, I'm okay with making mistakes. Oh, we're also limited to medium long on range. But I think 1,800 kilometers for a sub is fine because we have plenty of places to base them out of. It's not like the Germans having to kind of, I know this isn't why they did it, but like desperate for places to base their subs out of in Norway and stuff like that. We've got plenty of places to base the subs out of. So yeah, medium long range, 665 costs. I mean, it's pretty good. We compare that. I mean, that's cheaper than the ones that they were already making. But I think this does it. I mean, the speed. Fastening ships an easier time disengaging. Yeah, it can pursue contacts easier is the problem about speed. But let's save this for now. This is the itty bitty class, I think. This is a Titchy. Oh no, yeah, Titchy. Is that how you spell Titchy? This is the Titchy class. OK1. And we'll save that. And gonna decommission the old one. But then if we did this, let's say we did the same thing with a cruiser submarine. We give it the same degree of torpedoes. Can I not do that? Oh, there it is. 3 and 3 and some anti-air and no main gun. And then could you just have mine laying? That's the only options up here. Ah, no, you can also have a float plane launcher. Interesting. That seems a little over the top, don't you think? And same cruising range, which was, I think it was medium long. Remind me. Oh, can I not see that here? I'd have to go in here, which closes the other one. Darn it. Medium long, yeah. Back in here, do this again. You should be able to save designs without spending army experience. You should just be able to save a ship as kind of like a provisional design before you actually put it into something you can produce. That's my request. And then first off, let's just put the same engine in, which was 2,000. Medium long. It's got way longer range already. Why is that? Am I crazy? Was this not? I can't tell though. Frustratingly. Anyway, it had AA. It's had early sub-stealth. Was it medium? But yeah, it's obviously already faster. It's already a couple of knots faster. It does use tons more fuel. And it's more visible. We should also put the sonar on it. But then if we threw on like a bigger engine, it's just getting more and more and more visible for the extra speed. So I think we just go with the slow little bitty guys, the Titchy class. I think we're going to go with the Titchy class. And then if these don't work at all, you know, fine. We'll notice. I'm just going to put one factory on these, but I want them getting invented. Thrower, Gordon, 20, div 2. What was the div 2 again? The div 2 was the shorter range. Yeah, we're phasing these out. These are the shorter range ones, but I actually don't really want any. I don't really want short range ones. I'd rather have these Gordon classes. So let's decommission that just so I remember not to make any more. We've got 3 on thrower. Let's take one of these off just so we can start making some of these subs. And we'll see. I mean, maybe they'll just be totally ineffective. Maybe we'll find that we don't even need to attack German subs. Sorry, German convoys, just because they're, you know, not going to do much trading. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, so next thing we should buy, we've got that army experience ticking, I think is just another theorist, yet again. Regimental doctrine. That's the training one, right? Yes. I would like some regimental doctrines done. I don't know, though. I just don't know. Ooh, we can get weekly war support in here for combat medicine. Just because people are happier when less of their buddies die. Makes sense. I don't know, though. There's so much things. There's so many things I need to spend stuff on. I mean, there's all kinds of other stuff, like an industrial concern. We really need one of these. Sorry about the dog. I don't know if that's coming through on the mic. Construction technologies plus 14%. That's pretty good. I think that is what I'm actually going to do next. I think I'm going to get a construction technologies 14%. Because you do remember there's a lot more construction technologies than there used to be. It's all of these. There's a lot of industrial ones, though. Industrial is just the whole thing, of course. No, actually, industry is actually specific to this section. Decisions. Yeah, we should also try and get an aircraft designer ahead of... we probably should have tried to get a naval designer ahead of the last ones as well. There's so much we should do. It's outrageous. Maybe the Indians will be really grateful for the autonomy and give me a whole bunch of political power. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Well, at least infiltrating the Germans. I'm pretty sure this gives you some political power. At least I vaguely recall that. Can I become spy master yet? No, need 10 more branch upgrades. Need an agency with 10 different branch upgrades. Oh, 10 different branch upgrades. Is that what that means? Like we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can test that by just getting one more different one that we haven't already got. Some counterintelligence seems only prudent. Let's do that. When did we establish we were going to be able to mobilize the economy? It was somewhere under here, wasn't it? Partial mobilization. Yeah, not for a while. Not for 20% world tension. Sorry, no, early mobilization. That's right. Not until the war in the East. I think we need an army theorist because I'm going to need a lot of army experience to be able to tweak things the way I want. But I'm so conflicted, man. I'm so conflicted. Let's go nice and even and get industrial research speed across the board. And then in terms of what we actually do want to change, no, I should worry about that when I actually have the points to do it. Otherwise, we'll just spend the whole time pause. And who would do that? Who would play many hours of this mod without even unpausing? Like some kind of muppet. We need more civs. And don't worry, there's still room for mills in all these places. There's Indian autonomy. Okay. Next up. Don't think I want that one yet. I think it is time to go down the rearmament tree until... When is it that I can do home defense? June. Yeah, let's start doing some limited rearmament. I mean, there's so many focuses in here we need to do, but... Yeah, and some of them give bonuses that aren't going to be useful because we didn't get them in the right time, but that's the price you pay For what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I need people to be okay with war. So maybe we do another preliminary war propaganda. Because war support it's so low. It's a darn free press, man. Getting rid of the free press. It's these things that you can take out of context so easily. But getting rid of the free press is going to be helpful. Getting rid of that monthly or weekly loss to war support. It's going to be helpful. Okay, so I think it's probably time to start actually recruiting some men. It's just motorcycles we're short of. Motorcycles, heavy artillery, and, oh god, a lot of horse transports. From division reinforcement. Okay, I should actually act on that. I know I've got my ratios, but we should do something special for horse transport, because it's kind of important, you know. These are the heavy guys, aren't they? They're meant to be up here. Let's lower. I meant to do that first. Let's get some more stuff going on those. We're producing them fairly quickly, but yeah, give me some infantry divisions deploying. Right, I forgot. We have no manpower. In that case, something smaller. So like a regular garrison is just 2 garrisons. They're really weak, but they're basically just designed to slow down until reinforcements arrive. And we're going to need some of them for, you know, little port provinces. Like getting Scarpa Flow garrisons and all that. I think we don't deploy men yet, actually. I forgot how tiny our amounts of manpower is. Yeah, we need that radar upgrade some point. We also need a lot of industry stuff. I don't feel like lack of resources are going to be a huge problem for us. Fuel per oil, it could be useful. So we were making, if we had the whole, you know, if the whole fleet had to do something at once, we'd lose quite a lot of fuel. This is 22 days away. I'm really tempted to push onto this, but I think actually what we should do is get the World War I techs that allow us to at least start doing World War II stuff, which is Stormtrooper assaults and Inf tank arty composition. So Stormtrooper assaults is there, Inf tank arty combination. Sorry, arty combination is there, and then there are other stuff in here that we definitely want to do, but get going on Stormtrooper assaults. And we are getting nice bonuses from our fellow members of the Commonwealth, which is good. Egypt joins the League of Nations. Hey, cool. More political power. Stanley Baldwin resigns. Oh, God. We're going to lose 10 war support. That's not good. State of Xinjiang declared war on Xinjiang. Interesting. Are you authoritarian versus... What is this? That's the communist view. View? Icon. Okay. Cool. Come on, Japan. I need you to cause some world tension for me, please. We could recruit a couple of infantry divisions, but the thing is, I mean, you can decommission infantry. Or, like, you know, templates. That's interesting. Templates of our other people. We could use... Indian manpower to deploy divisions to try and hold places in the east. The problem is when they... Because they're already in a Dominion. Okay, looks like that... doing that Indian autonomy focus actually kicked them straight up to Dominion. Cool. It's interesting. But we have to not let them actually get all the way free. I think you need... Is it Dominion? No, you need everywhere to be... I can't remember how it works. You know what? I'm gonna call the episode here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go and look into how the Imperial Federation works again. I think actually, you know what I might do? I might go and watch my own video on the subject, because I'm pretty sure when I figured it out last time, I made a video about it. So I'm going to go and watch my own YouTube video about how the Imperial Federation works. And I'll come back and hopefully be able to intro. Oh my god, I'm almost down to 7%. Hopefully I'll be able to come back and let you guys know how that works, and then we'll be able to map out the rest of the campaign a little bit better. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.